All right, hello Americans. Hello, hello, hello. This is that Cameron Abington podcast versus the world. We told you so. MAGA, I told you. Republicans, I told you. We told you from the very beginning with these Epstein files that he was in them. We told you from the very beginning that he knew about it. I told you. I'm not here to gloat. Well, I kind of am. My name is Cameron Abington. This is podcast versus the world. Coming out of my location here in Kansas, if you will. We told you. We told you that he was in those files. We told you. I had an inkling that he was a little more involved, but I was like, I don't know. And there's still not proof that he did anything. I mean, there was the new emails. This isn't the Epstein files, people. This is just the from the Epstein estate. We told you a long time ago, and I've talked about it on lives. What does Russia have on Donald Trump? What does he have on Donald Trump? We kept saying, I kept saying it. And everybody's like, that Russia thing's a hoax. It's a hoax. It's this. It's that. And we kept wondering. I kept wondering this. And I do lives on TikTok. If you guys didn't know, hey, we're trying to get to 10,000. Hey, like and subscribe, like and share, share, and subscribe. Cameron Abington. That's how you find me. Apple Podcasts, YouTube, all the other podcast locations under Podcast versus the World. But back to my thought, I always thought this. He was always so lenient with Russia, and we all thought, people thought, well, maybe he just wants to be like Putin. And that would come up, and you would say, man, I think he got something. Maybe they got him doing something. And people say, he ain't got nothing. It's all fake. It's all fake. Russia, Russia, Russia. It's all a hoax. That's all Democrats want. It's all you liberals want. It's a fake. Interesting now, isn't it? Then we sit here and we watch how he's jumped through hoops. Jumped through hoops for Israel. And just, I couldn't understand. That's what it. And then you look through it and they gave him a lot of money. Okay, the money talks. Okay. Money talks. We see how money can make certain people act a certain way. Look at Charlie Kirk and his problems with Israel. Right? So it's not like it's out of the realm of possibility. You're like, okay, well, maybe that's what's going on. No. Now we find out Epstein was a spy for Israel, or a spy for hire at least. We know that he talked to Israel. We know that he talked to Russia. They had dirt on Donald Trump. His house was littered with cameras. One of the emails even says that he was with one of the victims for hours at his house, at Epstein's house. The one that he said he didn't go to, that they stopped talking in 2003. This house in 2011. We always wondered. Now we got the truth. He's compromised, people. Anything he does now, he's compromised. We told you. I told you. I've been telling you this from the very beginning. I told you so. Republicans, I told you so. MAGA, I told you so. I told you guys. I told everybody. Anybody ever listen? Oh, Cameron, you just a liberal. You just did it, this and that, did it. I said, okay, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Nobody knew it was like this. And this isn't even the Epstein files. If the Epstein files are true to their nature, and Epstein was who we think he was, a person that was a blackmailer, kept videos everywhere, there will be a video of Donald Trump probably doing something. Now we know. The emails, but you got to remember, you got to think about emails are like this. They weren't supposed to be read by anybody. That was for his purpose alone. To whoever he was talking to. He talked to many different people. Epstein even believed he was going to be part of the administration. We told you that. I got kicked off of TikTok for that. That the butler said that Epstein believed he was going to be part of the administration. Then you look at some of the emails, yeah, he was going to be part of the administration. He knew a lot of things, how the administration worked. How do you think that is? How do you think that is? Huh? How do you think that he would know how the administration works unless he's talking to people inside of it? Do me or you know how Trump's administration works or any president's administration works? You have to have friends on the inside, people. You have to have friends on the inside. And Trump knew. Steve Bannon knew that the only person that could take Trump down was Jeffrey Epstein. Look at all the emails. If you read through the emails, there was up to a couple of days before Epstein was had before he suicide, right? He had no damn. He was murdered. Get it straight. He was murdered. He was talking to Steve Bannon. Steve Bannon was doing quality control, making sure he didn't go off, make sure he didn't say anything, keeping him cool. Probably laughing at his stupid jokes and everything else. But we're all supposed to be dumb. And Trump wants to blame Democrats. No, 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 no. Blame your nasty self. Blame your nasty self. Because, like I said, this isn't a victory lap. I'm just telling you, I told you. I told you a long time ago. I told you. They were best friends. They were best friends. Trump's even own words should have spooked people left and right when he said, I can grab them by the genitals. Remember that? Remember that statement? How about the Howard Stern one where he said, well, I go in the back where they're all undressing, talking about the Miss Teen USA and the Miss USA pageants. Remember that? But everybody was pretty cool with it. Like, oh, that's dog. Now look. Now look. And we don't know who the girl was that he was with for hours. But if I mean, this is something you got to think about. Donald Trump could destroy anybody. So if they think of the Defray girl, the one who had killed herself, God bless her soul. You're just trying to be cool and not get in trouble. You don't want Donald Trump. You don't want. You've been with all these rich men. You know you don't want to get. You don't want no kind of smoke. You don't want that smoke. And now we're finding out Epstein was talking to the Russians to keep everybody cool, kept business relations going on with Israel. Talk to Israel all the time. If he's a spy for hire, hey people, they know everything he knows. They know everybody in this game. Every one of them. Every rich person, every billionaire that was over there hanging out at the island, they know it all. And they also know that your president's compromised. I mean, this is how you have to look at it. And we'll read more of the emails. We'll have a episode we're going to read the emails out loud. But this is just my first thought as I sat here and I looked through some of them. I was like, good Lord. Yeah, he was working for Israel. He done business with Russia. And this explains a lot about how the United States is, why are we moving the way we're moving right now under Donald Trump? This explains everything. Because even as an American, everybody in America had to sit here and think the same thing. Now, there's some people who just drink the Kool-Aid. Oh, well, it's just Donald. He's just doing what's best for us. No, he's not. He's not for you. He said American workers are too stupid. What are we talking about? He's not for America. Everybody is now understanding that MAGA's done, people. You can start putting the flowers on it. Because when this comes out, and the email, this is the crazy part, this isn't all the emails. This isn't all the emails. Wait till the videos come out. Wait till that comes out. Trump has lied the whole time to our faces. Remember the birthday book that he supposedly wasn't in? How does that look now? Looks like to me he's in the damn book. He drew it. He doodled. That was his signature. Quit hiding. You had a whole administration hiding it. Your attorney general hiding it. When the emails came out from the Epstein estate, they had a big meeting in the Situation Room because they knew that it's bad. They already told them. The Justice Department already told them this is worse than what we thought, Mr. President. We all knew. Because if you're a person who didn't do anything, wouldn't you just release the files and be done with it? You got other things to do. You got tariffs to try to do, and you got to try to take over Venezuela, and you know you just lost a big election. What are we talking about? Not Donald. He's worried, people. So now that we know that he's in it, and we'll see how bad it is, it's going to come out over the weeks and months. It'll come out. It's going to be terrible. Donald's got to change the program. He's got to do something. He's already tried to test the waters with the $2,000 rebate check, a dividend check. My bad. He's already trying it. He's already working on strategies. The next one's going to be the war with Venezuela. Watch. Watch. Donald Trump will go as far as to put troops on the ground if that's what it's going to take so we can stop talking about Epstein. This is what I'm telling you, this is what he's going to do. Because he can't use the government shutdown anymore because Democrats caved. At least the 8 did in a secret meeting. Yeah, a secret meeting that Schumer knew about. Interesting. That's another conversation for another day. He is going to do something reckless, everybody. He likes power. And powerful men will not give up power very easily. They will do whatever it takes to keep power. And this is what you're going to see. He is going to do something reckless. So you might want to tell, I think everybody in America, you might want to tell your family members, get ready. Get ready. We are the biggest laughing stock in the world. We have a president who is compromised. Mr. Christian American. What a shock. I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked at all. And we don't know if he did anything. But boy, the way he was acting. I don't know if anybody out here listening has any kids. And you see a kid knock over something, and boy, they try to hide it. Because they know they're going to get it. Boy, when mom finds out, boy, or dad finds out, they're going to trip. So they act differently. They try to be extra good because they don't want to get in trouble. They don't want to get no more trouble. They try trying to change the subject and talk about everything else except for what happened when they knocked over that vase. The same thing here. The same thing here. They're trying to change the subject. And they're changing the subject with these H1B1 visas. Talking about bringing all these Chinese people because our American workers aren't smart enough. Okay, there's something to get everybody riled up about. Don't talk about Epstein. Talk about that. Be pissed at that. Let's talk about how you're not going to have health care. Health care is about to triple and quadruple in some places. Talk about that. Talk about that. Don't talk about Epstein. Don't talk about how he was hanging out with these little girls. Don't talk about how he knew the whole time what he was doing with these girls. Don't talk about that. Don't talk about how Epstein thought he was going to be part of the administration, how he knew everything, how the inner workings worked. Don't talk about that. Let's keep them stupid. And some of you are going to fall for it. Some of you are going to blame. I mean, Bill O'Reilly said, just trust the FBI. I don't trust him as far as I can. I don't trust Cash Patel as far as I can throw his ass. No, we're not falling for the banana in the tailpipe. We're not doing that anymore. People are going to have to realize that the person that you thought that was going to save America, he was going to stop the pedophile ring, was one of the biggest players in it. He knew stuff that was going on. QAnon, remember QAnon? They were saying that those Democrats, They got that pizza shop where Hillary Clinton's running a pedophile ring. Wrong party, wrong person. Hmm. Hmm. Isn't that something? Yeah, QAnon, you were right. There's a pedophile ring, all right. And you're right. It's with elites. You're right. Just wrong side of the ledger, my man. Yeah, there's gonna be some Democrats. You're gonna see them in there. Yeah. Right now, it looks like there's a lot of Republicans. A lot of people having meetings with people that like, why would you have a meeting? There was one email that there was one that came out weeks ago. So it's been a while since I've been on. It came out weeks ago where Elon Musk was taking a meeting with Epstein. This is after he had been, prosecuted on sex trafficking, little girls. Steve Bannon. He was texting him up to the time he was supposedly at suicide, where he offed himself. If you believe that, which I know he didn't kill himself, so I don't believe that. Even if when they came out with a video, it was doctored. What are we talking about? But he had all these rich men covering up for him. Then you have a reporter at the New York Times telling them early, hey, they're coming after you. They're coming after you. This man was connected. You wait till more emails come out. When people start really analyzing more of the emails, when you read them and you start putting stuff together, you're like, huh, that's very interesting. Now I see why Trump is caking up to Russia and why Russia, every time Trump says something, they don't care. Now it makes sense. Didn't make sense before. I didn't understand it. Makes sense now. Totally makes sense. They got dirt. I told you. Told you from the very beginning, they got dirt. So I don't know where they got the dirt. So I don't know. We all thought it was his exploits in Russia. Nah, it was good old US of A. Everybody knew. Everybody knows. We're the last one to know. We're the last one to know. So as we see what's going to happen here, Trump's going to do something crazy. The war in Venezuela is almost certain to happen now. We shall see. The war in Venezuela will happen. He might try the $2,000 checks. He might push those through. We'll see. Let's see how many. This is what I'm interested to see. When the vote comes down the House floor, how many of these people are going to protect the pedophiles? The PPs, pedophile protectors. How many of those pedophile protectors are we going to have in the House? Hey, I might do a podcast on it. I think I will. For every one of them that sat here and didn't vote to let the Epstein files out, they're pedophile protectors. The so-called Christians. I told you, fake Christians. I've been telling you guys about that too. If you're a real Christian, you want truth and justice. Don't matter who it is. Let's see how many true Christians we got. We got a bunch of CNOs, Christian in name only. Don't want to rock the boat and piss off the president. Who gives a damn? If he was one of these men that sat here and did this to these young ladies, to jail he needs to go. He needs to go. Bye. See you later. He needs to go. This is what needs to happen. But let's let it play out. Let's play it out. Let's see what happens. And every one of them they got videotape on should be put in prison. Oh, here's another little sidebar. This little treatment of Ghislaine Maxwell needs to stop. He's gonna pardon her. And if he don't pardon her, she's going to tell everything if she doesn't accidentally kill herself. You know, walking around the prison, slips on bar soap and accidentally breaks her neck. You know, they said she got treatment like a princess. Got a puppy, can sit there and go work out at after hours. Gets waited on hand and foot. The guard said they're tired of being her bitch. Let's see what happens with that. Let's see what happens with that. I can't wait. Let's see what happens. Kobe, now we know who let out all this information about the birthday book. It was Ghislaine. And Ghislaine lied to the assistant district attorney or U.S. attorney. She lied. I didn't see anything improper, but you knew that he knew more, but you gave false testimony. I guess it depends on how you look at it. Did she watch the videotapes if Trump did anything? I don't know. Because now her testimony looks a little suspect. What a shocker. This woman needs to be in maximum security prison where she belongs. But Trump, I'm telling you, Trump's a scalded dog, as they say. He's trying to hide everything he can because he knows his ass is in trouble. He knows it. And we told you first. You were the first one to tell you, something's up. The Russia thing, something's up. Oh, no, it's not in the Russia. Yeah, well, now we know. Epstein was selling them out. Epstein was telling the other spies to tell other spies. That's how this works. It's an information game, people. Remember, Epstein was pissed about the house. So how close was him and Donald actually? I don't know. Towards the end? I don't know. Maybe Epstein holds a grudge about that mansion that he wanted, that Trump undercut him on. He had dirt on. You think Trump would have been smarter than that? I don't know. Maybe he trusts the wrong people. Live and learn. Live and learn, my people. Live and learn. This is what happens. Happens to us all. We got to live and learn. So this is just some thoughts for today. I told you so. I told you so. I told you. And this the juiciest part. This isn't even the files. But we're gonna find out. The White House is scrambling. They know it looks bad. And looks bad is not even the word for it. It's terrible. So the next move is going to be, what is Trump going to do to change the narrative? What is he going to do? He's got to do something. It's got to be extreme. He's got to change the narrative. If you last this long, we appreciate you so much. I'm sorry I've been gone for so long. We got so much going on. Try and get life going back the way it's supposed to go, man. It's hard. It's hard in these streets. So we'll leave it there. Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Look for this video, the audio. Podcast versus the world 76 at gmail.com for any questions, comments. Any comments that you have, I will respond. That's how we're trying to build the community up. We got 5,000 on TikTok. We're trying to get to 10 to get it in. It's going to get good. We ain't done yet. We ain't done yet. You guys have a wonderful day. Abington out.